חסד ורחמים, שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חיים, חן וחסד 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 ורחמים, שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חיים, חן וחסד
Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. How's everybody doing out there? It's Cantor Paul here from Temple Beth Israel, along with Rabbi Kupitz and our board representative Jay Eisenberg, Randy Polivoy, and Shabbat Shalom. It's good to be here with you.
Shabbat Shalom. Paul, can you make me a co-host before we start?
Sure.
Great. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's great to have you with us. And as we move into our Shabbat service this evening, I see there's a bunch of you already with us on Facebook Live, but most of you, I don't know who you are. So if you can comment, say Shabbat Shalom, hello, whatever that is, then we know that you're with us. So that's great. So to all of you, wishing you a Shabbat Shalom. And I'm going to ask us to take a deep breath. Shabbat is a renewal of our breath and a renewal of our soul. The rabbis connect the idea of neshama, of soul, with neshima, this idea of breath. So as we take a breath in and we begin Shabbat, we begin the process of re-souling ourselves on this Shabbat, of being in touch with that which is most important. I'm going to share with you my Siddur. We are going to begin on page 12 with Lechu Neranana.
Lechu neranana l'Adonai, naria letzor yishenu, nikadma fanav betoda, vezmirod naria lo. Lechu nerannenan, lechu nerannena, lechu nerannena l'Adonai. Lechu nerannena, lechu nerannena, lechu nerannena l'Adonai. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yishenu, Git Kadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Litzur Yishenu, Bizmirot Narialo. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena l'Adonai. Hayom im bekolo tishmaru.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
All right. I think I can fix the seeing part. The hearing part, it was making me restart my Zoom. Okay, welcome back. I'm glad that I'm back. We are going to take a moment now to reflect on this week that has passed, to go back to last Shabbat, to spend a moment on each day, reflecting on its blessings and on its challenges. And then we'll come together and sing Lecha Dodi on pages 20.
I believe page 2 for Nerot is next.
Oh, you are right. Thank you. I missed that.
That's all right. You've been Zoomified.
I've been Zoomified, yes. So before we do that,
I'm just anxious because my candles are burning down pretty fast.
before we do that, we are going to bless our Shabbat lights. You can see some here behind me that are burning and some behind Cantor Bush. We have already had a service tonight, so our candles were lit earlier. So let's join in blessing our Shabbat lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Now we will continue. Take a moment in silence to reflect on your week, to breathe if you need to, and then we'll come back together and sing Lecha Dodi. We will sing together verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we get to verse 9, depending on how you're situated in your home, traditionally we stand and face the entrance to the dwelling that we are in to welcome the Shabbat presence into our home and into our hearts. If you standing's awkward the way that you're in front of your computer, you can turn your body in that direction to allow the Shabbat presence to enter into you. We sing Lecha Dodi.
Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei shaban nekabala. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei shaban nekabala la 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 la. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei shaban nekabala. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei shaban nekabala. Shamo v'zachor b'dibor echan, Hishmi anu el hamilchan, Adonai echan, Ushmo echan, L'shem u'tiferet v'litchila la 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 la, L'chad odi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala, L'chad odi, likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nekabala. Likrat Shabbat lechuven elcha, ki mekor habracha verosh mikedem nesucha. So ma'aseh b'makshavat chila la 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 lechad odi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabala lechad odi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekabala. Hitoreri, kiva rech, kumi ori, uri, shirdaberi, kivod Adonai Allah yichnik la 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 la, lechad odi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala, lechad odi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam v'simcha uv'tzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala, lekad adoni, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala la 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 la. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala. Lekad odi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabala.
I'm going to turn to page 26 for Chatzi Kaddish, and I'm going to make this just bigger for you. All right, Chatzi Kaddish.
Yitgadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Alma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon u'v'yom echon u'v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael bagala u'v'zman kariv v'yimeru Amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mivara le'elam ul'olmei almaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitramam ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal Shemei dekudesha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma ve'yimeru Amen.
We continue with Baruch Hu, our call to prayer, page 28.
Lai la la lai la lai la la lai. Lai la la lai la lai la la lai. Lai la 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 lai la 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 lai. Lai la 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 lai la la lai. Lai la 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 lai lai la 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 lai. Lai la 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 lai lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach leolam va'ed. HaMevorach, HaMevorach, le'olam va'ed.
Continue with the last 3 lines in the Hebrew on page 30.
El chai v'kayam, tamidim l'chaleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery.
Ve'ahavatecha atasir mimenu leolamim, Baruch ata Adonai.
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Amen. We continue with Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Page 37. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gates. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai, your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai, your God. And we're going to continue with the last paragraph here, Lama'an Tizkeru.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
Emet. Oops. That's where I want to be. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. We join in our song of freedom, Mi Chamocha.
Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norati lot osei fele. Mi chamocha bailim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norati lot osei fele. מלכותך ובניך בוקיים לבני משה ומרים זה אלי אנו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד מי כמוך באים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא ונאמר כי ועד אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo
גאל ישראל.
Amen. We are going to continue now with Hashkivenu, which we have on page 42.
השכיבנו, אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, והעמידנו שומרנו לחיים, ופרוץ עלינו סוכת שלומך, ותקננו בעצה טובה מלפניך, והושיענו למען שמך והגן בעדנו והסר מעלינו וחרב ורב ויגון והרחק ממנו עוון ופשע ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו כי אל שומרנו ומצילנו אתה כי אל חנון ורחום אתה, ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ושלום מעתה ועד עולם. ופרוס עלינו סוכת, סוכת שלומך. הלילה, לילה, ילילה, לילה, ילילה, ילילה, ya la la la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ufros aleinu sukan, sukan shlomecha. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo,
Haporei Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. We give thanks for Shabbat and continue with Vishamru, page 44.
Vishamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ואיני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש.
We're going to turn to our Amidah now, beginning on page 46. Hold on, I'm on 446. There we go, 46.
Oshan, 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 Adonai, Sefatai Tiftav, Ufi Yagid, Vehilatecha, Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
Turn to our Avot Ve'imahot prayer, page 48.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Ve'Elohei Avotenu Ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imaot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'Neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך חוזר מושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה.
Page 50.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד הטל. מכלכל חיים וחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומידו מלך, מלך ממיר ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
חיי הכל.
Amen. Page 52. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu Baruch Shemo.
Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen.
Please take a few moments for silent prayer for the text of your own heart, and then we will be treated to some beautiful music from Dr. Randy Polivoy. Hi, Randy. Good to see you.
Hi, Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom to everybody out there. I'm just going to say a few words. This piece is by Robert Schumann. It's one of my favorite of his short piano pieces. And Schumann had a dual nature to his personality. On one hand, he was passionate and extroverted. And then on the other hand, he was soulful and poetic. And this composition is reflective of the latter aspect of his personality.
Thank you so much, Dr. Randy Polvoy.
Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I want to welcome those who were not on yet when I welcome people at the beginning of the service. And want to share some thoughts with you this evening. Some of them I was fortunate to read some things this week and connect with some words of a colleague, Rabbi Bonnie Capel. So I just want to think for a moment about the experiences of this last week, still people protesting and taking to the streets. Some of us from our TBI community were last Shabbat afternoon marching here in the Claremont area. Sometimes when we see horrible things like the killing of George Floyd, our instinct is to look away. It is too awful. And the sadness and the anger can overwhelm us. The urge is to wring our hands, to put our heads down, and to weep. Despite our vision of the United States of America as a place of refuge for the huddled masses yearning to breathe free, as a place of freedom and justice for all, we have not yet lived up to this highest vision of ourselves. Racism endures within our culture. And just as importantly for our own conversations in the Jewish community, if we are honest with ourselves, and we need to be honest with ourselves, it endures in our Jewish community as well. This, despite the fact that recent studies have shown that 1 in 10 Jews in contemporary America is a person of color. And yet Jews of color are too often seen as outsiders, and perhaps because of that, are less likely to be part of synagogues and institutions. So often, Jews of color walk into a synagogue and people look at them funny. They don't look Jewish. There's been a number of Jews of color recently who have been sharing their stories, or their stories were shared over the last year, and I've recently shared them on our Facebook page. Mara Gad, author of The Color of Love, a story of a mixed-race Jewish girl, writes as follows. I am Black, white, and Jewish. That's my wholeness. I am here to be seen for all that I am, and I will not allow anyone to deny any part of me. Look at me. See my color. How beautiful and powerful I am. See that my strength and life force comes from being Black, just as it comes from being Jewish. The world has tried for too long to keep Black and brown people invisible, and a part of what is happening right now in the streets of America is the voice of the people demanding to be heard, saying, no more. It is a demand to be seen, and my voice is with them, she says. If you cannot or will not see me and honor me for all that I am, you do not see me at all. And if you do not choose to see all of me, you are not being my ally or my supporter. I posted, by the way, a interview with Mara Gad that was made in December today through the Hebrew Union College. It was an interview with her about her book that was I posted to our Facebook page. This brings us to this week's Torah portion. It's probably no surprise to you that racism in Jewish culture is not a new phenomenon. In this week's portion, Baha'alotecha, even our esteemed leaders, Aaron and Miriam, cannot resist calling attention to Moses' wife's skin color. Twice they speak out about his Cushite, that is Ethiopian wife. This is the first we hear of Moses' wife being Black. It's unclear whether the reference is to Zipporah, who is initially described as a Midianite, or if Moses has taken a second wife. The rabbis argue about this, and we won't resolve it tonight. We don't know what their issue is with her. Here's the text as it appears in Numbers 12, chapter 12, verse 1. Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Cushite woman he had taken as a wife. A Cushite, the term is repeated for emphasis. And Cushi is still used in modern Hebrew to describe a person of color. God intercedes in this story immediately to remind us that Judaism is not and never has been about race. Miriam is punished, but no explanation is offered as to why her brother Aaron is not rebuked. And Moses, demonstrating while he is still considered the greatest prophet of the Jewish tradition, responds with kindness, empathy, compassion, and forgiveness, calling out to God, El na refanala, God, please heal her, because Miriam breaks out in scales all over her skin for the words that she speaks. We need God to heal all of us at this time, to help us to understand the implicit bias which is within us and which within our institutions, so that we can work to overcome it in our lives and in the structural lives of the institutions of the Jewish community and of our society. The Midrash asks why God creates initially just one human being, Adam, the human being, and everything else comes from that single human being. And the answer that the rabbis give is that everybody descends from one human being, so that no one can say that my ancestors are greater than yours. It reminds us that all of us are created B'Tselem Elohim, in the image of God. We can be proud of our legacy as a Jewish community, as leaders in the civil rights movement, and of the history of standing with African Americans in the journey for the role of the reform movement, and working with the Leadership Conference and writing the civil rights laws of 1964 and 1965. And every Jewish organization this week has issued statements condemning the death of George Floyd, expressing outrage, calling for justice, including our reform movement. And you can find those statements on the Union for Reform Judaism website or the Religious Action Center website. But there's so much work that we need to be doing. So many ways that we can stand with Jews of color within our community, with people of color outside of our communities. So many ways that we can express through our actions and through our words that Black lives matter, because it is impossible for all lives to matter until Black lives truly matter. And this is a call to action in the world, but just as importantly, it is a call to action within us, to take a spiritual accounting, to reflect on our own internal bias, to do the work that it takes to root it out from our hearts and from our institutions. Many of you have reached out to me in recent days, and I've been taking down a list for those who would like to be engaged in learning together and working together to explore these issues and to find a way forward for ourselves and for our institution, a way of learning and understanding. It may not always be comfortable, along this journey, but it doesn't need to be comfortable because our own growth comes out of being able to hold that discomfort and being able to let it agitate us and let it change us and let it shift us. The founding motto of the United States is E pluribus unum, out of many, one. On this Shabbat, let that be part of our prayer. May God help us to understand that we are one. We are unique, each of us, in our backgrounds, in our colors, in our cultures. And yet we come together as one. And may it please be one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May we work to make that so. Shabbat Shalom. We are now going to turn to our prayers for healing of body, of mind, of spirit, of nation. As we turn to Misha Berach, take me 1 second to get it up on the screen for all of you.
O Holy One, who blessed our mothers, who blessed our fathers from ancient days, bless and heal those in our hearts. Hear our prayer as we say their names. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimalei Rachamim Aleihem, Lehachzikam Ulrapeotam, Veishlach Lahem Refuah Shlema. Refuat ha-nefesh, refuat ha-guf, b'toch sha'ar cholei Yisrael. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their name.
We ask for blessings upon Rebecca Gilman, Bela Pasternak, Hannah Fields Austin, Eran Goichenberg, Sue Tobak, Alicia Goldfarb, Paula Steinbach, Rosalind Lefkowitz, Helen Weinfeld, Gabrielle Silton, Pam Poliakoff, Connie Shapiro, Kathy Blumenfeld, Gloria Austin, Caitlin Antrim, Judith Bosworth, Kathy Brewster, Doug Austin, David Bush, Stephanie Holland, Mark Goldberg, Maureen Fenton, Jennifer Rudin, Susan Brewer, Charity Razadeh, James Stead, Ed Ansell, Marion Schneiders, Kimberly Zimmerman, Judith Schweitzer, Lori Snyder, Gary Gail Gant, Brad Holland, Isley Holland, Jacob McNaughton, Bernie Karmatz, Mike Klein, Michelle Raphael, Beatrice Caden, John Kerr, Meg Silton, Ken Mitchell, Linda Jones, Allison Auerbach, Steve Alora, Ramon Diaz, Jim Schalheim, Henry Gerard, Kirby Perkins, Brenda Foung Gerard, Jerry Garris, and the newborn son of Yonit and Eldar Blank.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Yimalei Rachamim Aleihem. Oh, bless and heal those in our hearts, and hear our prayer as we say their names.
I'd like to invite Jay Eisenberg, representing our Board of Trustees, to come on, show his face there. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Thank you, Rabbi and Cantor. I think Randy already got off, but thank you, Randy, for your lovely music. I just have a few announcements I'd like to make. You can read all about it on the updates that go out and the email blasts that go out, and the Kehillah came out right now and it's online. But just a couple of things coming up. We just kicked off our Clothes for Cash donation. If you have any clothes at home that you're not going to be wearing anymore, they can be donated to the temple. It's our newest fundraiser. The dates for it are June 11th to July 2nd. You can drop things off on Tuesday or Thursday. Tuesday and Thursdays from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock at the temple. And if you want to arrange for pickup, just follow the instructions on there and we can get someone to pick it up. And as of 4 o'clock today, we are already at 25 bags. So keep bringing it in. A couple upcoming events that we have going. We have the TBI Movies Zoom Club. It's on Jewish themed movies, and there'll be some discussions led by Lila Goldsman. It starts on June 24th, and there's 4 different movies. You can see that either in the Kehillah or if you go online. And we also have the Israel bookshelf. Those discussions will be led from Gary Gilbert. Those start on July 29th. And again, I think there's 4 of those. And Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thanks, Jay. I would like to add that we have a special Shabbat next week. This is Pride Month, LGBTQ Pride Month, and next week we have our Pride Shabbat, our LGBTQ Shabbat, which we've had every year for a number of years now. We will welcome to our virtual bima Rabbi Danny Shapiro, who's the Jewish chaplain and the Hillel rabbi at the Claremont Colleges. He'll be our speaker on Erev Shabbat next week, so you'll want to join us. There's a flyer that's in the Kehillah that was just put out, that was attached to your TBI update email that went out yesterday, and you can see all the information about it there. Anything else you want to add, Cantor Paul?
Not particularly, Rabbi. I think you covered it. I'll be on for preschool music on Tuesdays and Thursdays as usual in the coming week, and just so many opportunities to engage our youth. Check the website, check the TBI email for links to lots of activities, both locally and those sponsored by our Jewish camping movement all over the West. So,
great. Thanks for reminding us about that. I'm going to just share the screen here for our closing prayers. We're going to continue with Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 282.
Aleinu L'Shabeach Ladon Hakol, Latek Gedula Leotzer Breishi, Shelo Asanu Kegoye Haratzot, Velo Samanu Kemishbechot Hadama, Shelo Sam Chalkenu Kahem, Vegor Aleinu Kechol Hamonam, Vanachnu Korim, Umishtakavim Umodim, Lifnei Malach, Malchei Hamlachim, Hakadosh Baruch Hu. Ve'ne'emar Ve'haya Adonai Lemelech al kol ha'aretz Bayom Mahu Yeh Adonai Echad Ushamo, Ushamo, Ushamo Echad.
We take a moment to remember those who have been important in our lives and have left this earth, those who have died in recent days or at this time in seasons past. Remember the recent deaths of David Hunt, father of Suzanne Hunt, Ann Lipman, mother of Joellen Boone, Leonie Lee Hollander, mother of Vicky Hollander. We remember the Yortzites, the anniversaries of the deaths of Marvin Abrams, Edward Arndt, Jerome Askenas, Harry Buxbaum, Esther Chudikoff, Lydia Gersh, Jeanette Hamblin, Belle Heisler, Laverne Jones, Maurice Mickelbank, George O'Brien, Beatrice Silverstein, Riva Eisenberg, Shoshi Galin, Esther June Grossman, Rose Katz, Jack King, Rose Rizik, Sam Schumann, Yaron Zamir, Israel Marks, Gertrude Marks, Bernice Salzberg, Martha Seltzer, John Wynn, Gertrude Bergen, Rosa Buffman-Klotz, Corky Elhai, Andre Greenspan, Frank Height, Olivia Loyola, Marcella Ryan, Frank Rosenbaum, Sidney Samrick, Samuel Sapiro, Henry Schimmel, Bessie Weinstein, Mortimer L. Medrich, Al Pass, Leon Rudderman, Mindy Strober, William Adler, Sanford Arnold, Morris Kampf, Molly Kay, Julia Cooperberg, Jim Morse, Helen Shanlab, Larry Frank, Ethel Goldstein, Eva Gould, Joseph Green, Judy Heisen, Florence Rosen, Herman Trapp. If you'd like to add names, feel free. I see a few that have been put into our Facebook feed. We hold them with our own, and we hold them in our hearts and minds as we join in the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Bialma divrach hirute v'amlich malchute, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chaye decho beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kariv v'imru amen.
Amen. Yeah.
Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dukudasha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Zichronam livracha, may their memories always be for a blessing. And we're going to close with Biado, the last stanza here on
Biado of Kidduchi, V'nishan ve'a'ira, Ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li velo ira, Ve'imruchi geviati, Adonai li velo ira. My soul I give to you, my spirit in your care. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Hold me in your hand. Draw me near, I shall not fear. Safely in your hand. Be'ado av kidduchi, ואלישן בעיירה, ועם רוחי גווייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא, ועם רוחי גווייתי, אדוני לי ולא אירא.
Shabbat Shalom. We're going to join in Kiddush and Motzi. So if you have a little wine there, you can join us from home, a little grape juice or wine and a little challah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikraye kodesh zechar letziat mitzrayim ki vanu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh HaShabbat. Chaim.
Grab a little bread. You can reach out and touch my piece if you'd like.
Or my piece.
You have a whole challah, so it's more appetizing even than mine. But here we go.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us. Tomorrow night, 7:30, we have Havdalah on our Zoom Siyum channel. Hope to see many of you there. Join us for that. Laila Tov, Lihitraot.
Laila Tov, thank you again. Shabbat shalom.